If you're drinking any of these 3 everyday beverages, you could be slowing down your metabolism, storing more fat, and sabotaging your energy levels without even knowing it. Most of us wake up, grab a cup of something to drink, and never stop to think about how that single choice could be making or breaking our health. What you put into your body first thing in the morning, and throughout the day, has a direct impact on how your metabolism performs. And here's the truth. Certain drinks can completely derail your body's fat-burning ability, leaving you sluggish, tired, and frustrated with weight that refuses to budge. So what are these metabolism-destroying drinks? Before we break them down, it's important to understand why your metabolism is so sensitive to what you drink. Metabolism is essentially your body's engine. It dictates how efficiently you burn calories, how quickly you turn food into energy, and how well your body manages fat storage. A healthy, fast metabolism keeps you energized, lean, and resilient. A sluggish metabolism, on the other hand, makes weight loss feel impossible, no matter how much you exercise or how clean you try to eat. Here's where drinks come in. Unlike food, which requires chewing, breakdown, and digestion, beverages hit your system rapidly. The sugars, chemicals, and stimulants in certain drinks bypass much of the digestive process and flood your bloodstream quickly. That means the impact on your blood sugar, hormones, and metabolic rate is often immediate and dramatic. And the worst part, many of these drinks disguise themselves as harmless or even healthy. You probably see them every day in your fridge, in coffee shops, or at the grocery store. You may even be drinking them right now without realizing they are silently sabotaging your progress. We'll uncover the 3 most common drinks that destroy your metabolism, explain exactly how they wreak havoc on your body, and show you smarter swaps that can keep your metabolism firing on all cylinders. Let's start with the first metabolic assassin, sugary coffee drinks. Sugary coffee drinks, the silent saboteur. Coffee, in its pure form, is actually a metabolism booster. Caffeine can increase energy expenditure, stimulate fat breakdown, and give you the alertness you need to power through your day. But here's the catch. Most people don't drink plain black coffee. Instead, they turn their morning cup into a dessert in disguise. Lattes, flavored cappuccinos, caramel macchiatos, frappes. These are essentially liquid sugar bombs dressed up as coffee. A medium-sized flavored coffee drink from a popular chain can pack anywhere between 250 to 500 calories and more than 50 grams of sugar. To put that in perspective, that's more sugar than a can of soda. Why does this matter for your metabolism? Because sugar is one of the fastest ways to throw your metabolic system into chaos. Here's what happens the moment you sip that sweetened latte. Blood sugar spike. The sugar rush floods your bloodstream. Your body responds by releasing a surge of insulin, the hormone responsible for shuttling glucose into your cells. Energy crash. Once insulin does its job, your blood sugar plummets. You're left feeling drained, foggy, and craving more sugar for a quick pick-me-up. Fat storage mode. Chronically high insulin levels signal your body to store fat rather than burn it. This metabolic shift makes it nearly impossible to lose weight, no matter how clean the rest of your diet is. Insulin resistance. Over time, your cells become less responsive to insulin. This condition, known as insulin resistance, is a precursor to type 2 diabetes and a major driver of slow metabolism. But the sugar isn't the only problem. Many of these drinks are also loaded with artificial syrups, hydrogenated oils, and chemical flavorings. These additives can disrupt your gut microbiome, a critical player in metabolic health, while promoting inflammation throughout your body. The coffee paradox. Here's the irony. Coffee without the sugar can actually help your metabolism. Studies show that moderate coffee consumption, around 2 to 4 cups per day, can increase metabolic rate by up to 11%. Caffeine encourages the release of adrenaline, which tells your body to break down fat and use it for fuel. The problem arises when we turn coffee into a sugary dessert. The benefits of caffeine are completely overshadowed by the metabolic chaos of refined sugar. So the next time you think your morning pick-me-up is helping you start the day right, ask yourself, is it really fueling your body, or is it secretly slowing you down? A better choice. If you can't live without your morning coffee, don't worry, you don't have to. The key is to strip it back to its simplest form. Black coffee, or coffee with a splash of unsweetened almond milk or a small dash of cinnamon, can give you the caffeine boost without the metabolic sabotage. If you crave sweetness, try a natural, low-glycemic option like stevia or monk fruit, which won't spike your blood sugar the way table sugar does. Even better, pair your coffee with a protein-rich breakfast. This slows down the absorption of caffeine and stabilizes blood sugar, giving you lasting energy without the crash. The takeaway for part 1. Your metabolism is highly sensitive to what you drink. Sugary coffee beverages may seem like harmless indulgences, but they can set off a chain reaction that slows fat burning, increases fat storage, and leaves you in an endless cycle of energy crashes and cravings. If you truly want to protect your metabolism, start by rethinking your morning cup. Ask yourself, am I drinking coffee for energy, or am I really just consuming a milkshake with caffeine? A beverage you've probably been told is healthy, but in reality, it's one of the sneakiest culprits of weight gain and fatigue. Let's dive into a second drink that often hides behind a halo of health. It's marketed as refreshing, energizing, and even good for you. But the truth is far from it. That drink is fruit juice. Fruit juice, a sugar trap in disguise. When you think of fruit, you probably think of health. After all, fruit is loaded with vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. But here's the catch. Fruit juice is not the same as whole fruit. When you strip a fruit of its fiber and squeeze it into a glass, you're left with one concentrated thing, sugar. A single 12-ounce glass of orange juice can contain up to 30 grams of sugar, which is about the same as a can of soda. Apple juice, often even more. Grape juice, practically liquid candy. The fiber that naturally slows down the absorption of sugar is gone. That means when you drink juice, the sugar rushes into your bloodstream like a tidal wave. The result? The same metabolic mayhem we saw with sugary coffee drinks. Blood sugar roller coaster, a fast spike, followed by a hard crash. Increased insulin. Your pancreas pumps out insulin to deal with the sugar overload. Fat storage mode. Excess sugar that isn't used right away is stored as fat. Metabolic damage. Over time, repeated juice consumption contributes to insulin resistance and a sluggish metabolism. So even though the label says 100% juice or no added sugar, your body treats that glass of juice very similarly to soda. And just like soda, regular consumption can quietly sabotage your metabolism. The antioxidant illusion. Marketers love to point out that fruit juice contains vitamin C and antioxidants. That's true, but here's the problem. You can get those same nutrients from eating the whole fruit, where they come packaged with fiber and other compounds that make them metabolically friendly. In fact, eating a whole orange or an apple provides your body with far more metabolic benefits than drinking juice ever could. Whole fruits digest slowly, prevent sugar spikes, and keep you full longer. Juice does the opposite. It digests rapidly, spikes your blood sugar, and leaves you hungry again an hour later. To make matters worse, many commercial juices aren't even pure juice. They are often fruit cocktails or juice blends made with added sweeteners, concentrated syrups, and flavor enhancers that make the sugar load even higher. The hidden impact on your liver. One of the sneakiest ways juice wrecks your metabolism has to do with fructose, the primary sugar in fruit. Unlike glucose, which can be used by nearly every cell in your body, fructose is metabolized almost entirely by your liver. When you consume fructose in whole fruit, it comes with fiber, which slows absorption and gives your liver time to process it properly. But when you drink fruit juice, the fructose floods your liver in one concentrated hit. What happens next is troubling. Your liver converts excess fructose into fat. Over time, this leads to fatty liver disease, a condition strongly linked to obesity and metabolic syndrome. A fatty liver cannot regulate metabolism effectively, further slowing your body's ability to burn calories and manage weight. This is why many health experts now warn that fruit juice is just as problematic for your liver as soda. The juice and weight loss myth. Some people turn to juice cleanses, believing they are detoxing their bodies and revving up their metabolism. But the opposite usually happens. During a juice cleanse, your body is bombarded with sugar but deprived of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. The result? Muscle breakdown, slowed metabolism, and intense sugar cravings once the cleanse is over. Instead of detoxing, your body is actually stressed, your blood sugar is on a roller coaster, and your metabolism comes out weaker than before. Smarter alternatives. The good news. You don't have to give up fruit to protect your metabolism. The key is to consume it in its whole form. Here's why that makes all the difference. Fiber slows absorption. This keeps your blood sugar stable. More satiety. Whole fruits are filling, so you're less likely to overconsume. Balanced nutrients. You get not just sugar, but also vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that work in harmony. If you crave juice, try making a fruit and vegetable smoothie instead. Unlike juice, smoothies retain the fiber of the fruit. Add some leafy greens, a source of protein, like Greek yogurt or protein powder, and healthy fats, like chia seeds or almond butter, and you've got a metabolic powerhouse instead of a sugar trap. Another alternative? Infused water. Slice some lemon, cucumber, or berries into your water. You'll get the refreshing flavor and a hint of nutrients without flooding your system with sugar. Real life perspective. Think of it this way. Would you sit down and eat 4 oranges in one sitting? Probably not. It would be too filling. But that's exactly how many oranges it takes to make 1 glass of juice. Juice makes it easy to consume far more sugar than your body can handle in one go. That's why studies consistently show that people who drink fruit juice regularly tend to gain weight over time, while those who eat whole fruit maintain healthier body weights and metabolisms. The takeaway for part 2. Fruit juice may look healthy, but it's really just sugar water in disguise. It spikes your blood sugar, stresses your liver, promotes fat storage, and slows your metabolism. If you want the benefits of fruit, eat it whole. If you crave something refreshing, go for smoothies or infused water instead. Don't be fooled by the 100% natural label. Juice is one of the sneakiest metabolism destroyers hiding in plain sight. We'll tackle the third and final drink that's even more insidious than sugary coffee and fruit juice. It's marketed as energizing, and millions rely on it daily. But in reality, it may be the most destructive beverage for your metabolism of all. So far, we've revealed how sugary coffee drinks and fruit juice quietly destroy your metabolism. Both rely on hidden sugars that spike insulin and push your body into fat storage mode. But the third metabolism-destroying drink is even more insidious, and it's one that millions of people consume daily, often under the guise of energy or performance enhancement. This drink is energy drinks and soda. Energy drinks, short-term boost, long-term damage. Energy drinks promise a quick pick-me-up. You know the ones, bright cans with flashy marketing, claiming to give you hours of energy, improve focus, or enhance athletic performance. At first sip, it seems harmless, or even helpful. You feel alert, awake, and ready to tackle the day. But here's the metabolic truth. Energy drinks are liquid sugar bombs with a caffeine kick, and they are metabolic landmines. Let's break down why. Massive sugar load. A single energy drink can contain 40 to 60 grams of sugar, sometimes more than a can of soda. That's nearly 12 to 15 teaspoons of sugar in one sitting. Your body isn't designed to handle that much sugar at once. Blood sugar spikes, insulin surges, and fat storage is triggered. Caffeine overload. Energy drinks often have 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine per can, sometimes combined with other stimulants like guarana, taurine, or ginseng. High doses of caffeine can temporarily boost metabolism, but chronic consumption leads to adrenal fatigue, hormonal imbalances, and energy crashes that slow metabolic efficiency. Artificial additives. Many energy drinks are loaded with synthetic sweeteners, colors, and preservatives. These compounds can disrupt gut health, increase inflammation, and indirectly impair metabolism. The blood sugar roller coaster. When you consume an energy drink, your blood sugar skyrockets almost immediately. Your body responds by releasing insulin to shuttle glucose into your cells. The initial effect: a burst of energy and alertness. But here's the catch. Once insulin does its job, your blood sugar plummets, leaving you drained, jittery, and craving another sugar caffeine fix. This constant cycle of spikes and crashes keeps your metabolism in a stressed state rather than a fat-burning one. Over time, this repeated stress can lead to insulin resistance, making it harder to burn fat. Weight gain, especially around the abdomen. Metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that includes high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and abnormal cholesterol levels. Soda, the silent companion of energy drinks. Soda, both regular and diet, shares many of the same metabolic risks as energy drinks. Regular soda is just sugar water with carbonation. It delivers a huge glucose load in a liquid form, bypassing your body's natural satiety signals and rapidly spiking blood sugar. Diet soda, while sugar-free, is no free pass either. Studies suggest that artificial sweeteners in diet soda can confuse your metabolism and increase cravings for sweet, high-calorie foods, leading to overeating and fat storage. Your body expects sugar when it tastes something sweet. When it doesn't get the calories, it compensates by triggering hunger signals, making weight management harder. Why these drinks destroy metabolism? Energy drinks and soda are particularly destructive because they attack metabolism on multiple fronts simultaneously. Hormonal chaos. They spike insulin, cortisol, and adrenaline, creating a stress environment that favors fat storage. Chronic inflammation. Sugar and additives promote systemic inflammation, which slows down metabolic processes and energy production at the cellular level. Mitochondrial stress. The mitochondria, your cell's energy factories, are disrupted by constant sugar and stimulant exposure, reducing your body's ability to burn fat efficiently. Appetite dysregulation. Crashes from energy drinks or sugar-laden soda increase cravings for high-calorie foods, creating a vicious cycle of overeating. The real energy solution. If you rely on energy drinks for a daily boost, it's time to rethink your strategy. Real energy comes from supporting your metabolism, not overstimulating it with sugar and caffeine. Here's how. Hydration first. Dehydration alone can sap energy. Drink water regularly throughout the day. Protein and healthy fats. Eating protein and fat stabilizes blood sugar, providing lasting energy without crashes. Natural caffeine sources. If you love caffeine, opt for black coffee or green tea. These provide a moderate, controlled boost without sugar overload. Sleep and movement. Proper rest and daily movement are more effective energy boosters than any synthetic drink. By swapping energy drinks and soda for these metabolism-friendly alternatives, you reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and allow your metabolism to function efficiently. Real-world perspective. Think about it. A single energy drink or soda can contain more sugar than an entire day's worth of fruit, yet it's consumed in minutes. The difference. Whole foods provide fiber, nutrients, and slow absorption, while these drinks flood your system with sugar and chemicals that stress your liver, pancreas, and metabolism. Even occasional consumption can create a cumulative metabolic burden. For people trying to lose weight, manage blood sugar, or improve energy levels, cutting out energy drinks and soda is one of the fastest and most effective ways to see results. Energy drinks and soda may give you a quick jolt, but they destroy your metabolism in the long run. They spike blood sugar, overwork your liver, increase fat storage, and create energy crashes that leave you reaching for more sugar. The key to sustainable energy and a healthy metabolism is avoiding these drinks entirely or keeping consumption extremely limited. Instead, focus on hydration, nutrient-dense foods, natural caffeine sources, and consistent sleep. So far, we've identified the 3 biggest metabolism destroyers: sugary coffee drinks, fruit juice, and energy drinks or soda. Understanding that these beverages are harmful is one thing, but why exactly do they wreak havoc on your metabolism, and how can you reverse the damage? The body's response to liquid sugar. To understand the metabolic damage, we need to look at how your body processes sugar, especially when it's in liquid form. Rapid absorption. Sugar in liquids bypasses chewing and digestive processing, which means it hits your bloodstream almost immediately. Your body interprets this as a sudden, massive influx of energy. Insulin surge. Your pancreas releases insulin to manage this sudden spike. Insulin's job is to shuttle glucose into your cells. But if your sugar intake is consistently high, your cells become less responsive to insulin, a condition known as insulin resistance. Fat storage mode. Excess sugar that isn't immediately needed for energy is converted to fat in the liver and stored in adipose tissue. This is a natural survival mechanism, but in the modern diet, it leads to unwanted fat gain. Blood sugar roller coaster. The rapid spike is followed by a steep crash. You experience low energy, irritability, and cravings for more sugar, continuing a destructive cycle. Caffeine and metabolism. Caffeine complicates the picture even further. While moderate caffeine can temporarily boost metabolism, high doses from energy drinks or multiple daily coffee beverages can stress the adrenal glands, leading to hormonal imbalances and fatigue. Increase cortisol levels, a hormone that signals your body to store fat, particularly in the abdominal region. Exacerbate sugar crashes, especially when paired with high-sugar drinks. Essentially, these drinks create a scenario where your body is constantly in a fight-or-flight mode metabolically, making it harder to burn fat efficiently. The role of the liver. Your liver is the primary organ responsible for metabolizing sugar. Fructose, in particular, the sugar found in fruit juice and many sweeteners, is processed almost entirely in the liver. Overload. Too much fructose overwhelms the liver, leading to the production of triglycerides and, eventually, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Metabolic slowdown. A stressed liver can't regulate blood sugar effectively, meaning your metabolism becomes sluggish, energy levels drop, and fat storage increases. This is why fruit juice, despite its healthy image, can be so destructive. It delivers concentrated fructose without the fiber that slows absorption. The gut connection. Recent research highlights the link between gut health and metabolism. Sugary drinks and artificial sweeteners disrupt your gut microbiome, reducing the populations of beneficial bacteria that help regulate blood sugar and fat storage. When your gut microbiome is out of balance, energy extraction from food becomes inefficient. Insulin sensitivity decreases. Cravings for sugary and processed foods increase. This creates another hidden layer of metabolic damage that most people never realize comes from something as innocent as their daily beverage. How to reverse the damage? Here's the good news: your metabolism is highly adaptable. With intentional changes, you can repair much of the damage caused by these 3 drinks. 1. Cut out the offenders. Stop drinking sugary coffee beverages, fruit juice, and energy drinks or soda. Replace them with water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee in moderation. 2. Rebuild liver health. Focus on whole foods rich in antioxidants, like leafy greens, berries, and cruciferous vegetables. Include lean proteins to support liver enzymes and repair. Reduce overall fructose intake from processed foods. 3. Stabilize blood sugar. Eat balanced meals containing protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Avoid skipping meals, which can lead to sugar cravings and poor metabolic signaling. Consider small, frequent meals if you're sensitive to blood sugar swings. 4. Support gut health. Incorporate fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut. Take prebiotic-rich foods, onions, garlic, asparagus, to feed beneficial bacteria. Limit artificial sweeteners and processed foods that harm gut flora. 5. Move your body. Strength training builds lean muscle, which burns more calories at rest. Cardiovascular exercise improves insulin sensitivity and metabolic efficiency. Even small bouts of movement throughout the day can counteract metabolic slowdowns caused by sedentary habits and sugar consumption. 6. Prioritize sleep and stress management. Poor sleep disrupts hormones like leptin and ghrelin, increasing appetite and fat storage. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which promotes abdominal fat and insulin resistance. Adequate sleep and stress reduction, meditation, deep breathing, or yoga are critical for metabolic recovery. The metabolic reset mindset. Think of your metabolism like a car engine. For years, sugary drinks have been gumming up the system. Reversing the damage isn't about a quick fix. It's about consistent, strategic care, clean fuel, healthy food, proper maintenance, exercise, and rest, sleep. By eliminating metabolism-destroying drinks and supporting your body with nutrient-dense foods, hydration, and movement, you can reduce fat storage, improve energy levels, restore blood sugar control, optimize metabolic efficiency. Even if you've been drinking these harmful beverages for years, the body has an incredible ability to recover when given the right tools. We've covered the culprits: sugary coffee drinks, fruit juice, and energy drinks or soda, and explored the science behind how they destroy your metabolism. Now it's time to take actionable steps to reclaim your energy, burn fat efficiently, and restore metabolic health. Step 1. Identify your metabolism destroyers. Start by tracking every beverage you consume for a week. Many people are unaware of how often they drink metabolism-sabotaging drinks. Sugary coffee drinks, lattes, frappuccinos, mochas, and flavored coffee beverages can contain 25 to 50 grams of sugar per cup. Fruit juice, orange juice, apple juice, cranberry juice, and blended smoothies often contain concentrated sugar and little to no fiber. Energy drinks and soda. These are high in sugar, artificial sweeteners, and caffeine, creating energy spikes and crashes that hinder fat burning. Once you identify which drinks you consume most often, it becomes easier to replace them with metabolism-friendly alternatives. Step 2. Hydrate strategically. Water is the single most important beverage for metabolic health. Proper hydration improves digestion and nutrient absorption, supports liver function for sugar processing, enhances energy and cognitive function, helps your body burn fat efficiently. Tips for optimal hydration. Drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water daily. Add lemon or cucumber slices for flavor without sugar. Sip water before meals to help regulate appetite and blood sugar. Other metabolism-friendly beverages include green tea, provides moderate caffeine and antioxidants to support fat oxidation. Herbal teas, calming and hydrating without added sugar. Black coffee, unsweetened, boosts energy and metabolism without the sugar overload. Step 3. Replace sugar with natural energy. Cravings for sweet, caffeinated drinks can be intense, but you can satisfy your body in healthier ways. Fruit in whole form, apples, berries, and oranges provide fiber to slow sugar absorption. Protein and healthy fats, nuts, seeds, eggs, and avocado stabilize blood sugar. Natural caffeine alternatives, matcha or lightly brewed coffee can give energy without sugar spikes. By making these swaps, you gradually retrain your taste buds and reduce reliance on sugar-loaded beverages. Step 4. Meal timing and composition. Metabolism isn't just about what you drink, it's also about how and when you eat. Drinks like sugary coffee or fruit juice often replace breakfast or snacks, causing nutrient gaps and blood sugar instability. Start your day with protein and fiber. Eggs, Greek yogurt, or oatmeal with nuts provide sustained energy. Pair carbs with protein or fat. This slows sugar absorption and prevents insulin spikes. Avoid liquid calories as meal replacements. They bypass satiety signals, causing overeating later. Step 5. Rebuild your gut and liver health. Metabolism thrives when your gut and liver are functioning optimally. After years of sugar-laden drinks, these organs may need extra support. Liver support, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, and lean proteins aid detoxification. Gut support, fermented foods like kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi promote healthy bacteria. Avoid processed foods, reduce inflammation, and allow your metabolism to recover naturally. Step 6. Incorporate movement. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools for reversing metabolic damage caused by sugar and caffeine. Strength training builds lean muscle, which burns calories even at rest. Cardio or interval training improves insulin sensitivity and energy efficiency. Movement throughout the day, short walks or stretching prevent metabolic slowdowns caused by sedentary habits. Even small, consistent efforts compound over time, leading to noticeable improvements in energy and fat-burning ability. Step 7. Mind your sleep and stress. Chronic stress and poor sleep can negate all the benefits of healthy eating and beverage choices. Both increase cortisol levels, promoting fat storage and insulin resistance. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to restore hormonal balance. Implement stress reduction techniques. Meditation, deep breathing, or yoga can lower cortisol and support metabolism. Avoid late-night sugary or caffeinated drinks. These disrupt sleep cycles and metabolic recovery. Step 8. Monitor progress. As you replace harmful drinks and adopt metabolism-supporting habits, track your progress. Energy levels throughout the day. Changes in weight and fat distribution. Hunger and cravings. Mental clarity and focus. Documenting these changes reinforces positive habits and helps you stay accountable. Step 9. Create a sustainable routine. The goal is not temporary restriction but long-term metabolic health. A sustainable routine includes daily hydration, water, herbal teas, and black coffee. Balanced meals, protein, fiber, healthy fats, and complex carbs. Regular movement, strength training, cardio, and active breaks. Sleep and stress management, restorative sleep and relaxation practices. By embedding these habits into your lifestyle, you prevent metabolism sabotage from beverages and set the stage for lifelong energy and vitality. Step 10. Summary and takeaway. The 3 metabolism-destroying drinks, sugary coffee drinks, fruit juice, and energy drinks or soda, may seem harmless, but they silently sabotage your metabolism through blood sugar spikes and crashes, insulin resistance and fat storage, hormonal imbalances, inflammation and gut disruption. Replacing these beverages with water, herbal teas, black coffee, and whole foods restores your metabolism, boosts energy, and reduces fat storage. Pair this with balanced meals, exercise, sleep, and stress management, and you create a sustainable, metabolism-friendly lifestyle. Final thought. Your metabolism is resilient. By eliminating harmful drinks and adopting supportive habits, you can reverse years of metabolic sabotage. Energy levels stabilize, fat burning improves, and your body starts operating at its full potential without relying on sugar-laden beverages. Take the first step today. Ditch the sugary coffee, fruit juice, and energy drinks. Replace them with metabolism-friendly alternatives and watch your energy, fat burning, and overall health transform.